Hello everybody and welcome to a new thing, possibly a new series, if not maybe just an introduction to something great. Not quite sure yet, we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, this is Into the Breach by the same people who made FTL, and if you don't know what FTL is, then go back on my channel, find the FTL playthrough, watch that. It'll take you about 3 or 4 hours, maybe 3 hours probably in total. And then go and buy FTL and play that because it's fantastic. Or stick with me here and watch this. So yeah, let's just press the new game button. The idea here is that civilization and mankind were destroyed at some point in the past by horrible invaders of some kind. And you have to go into the breach, which is a time-space wibbliness, back into the past and save humanity. Something along those lines. There is a lot of stuff which you can do once you get into it a little bit. I'm fairly new at this, so I'm just going to leave everything as it is. I'm not going to change these things. I'm not even sure I can at this stage. But like FTL, as you proceed, you get to buy new things and have great fun. So let's just run us through the first kind of level, and I'll show you what this game's all about, because it's a really nice, good giggle. I think we don't get any chance to go anywhere here. We have to start down here, I believe. Or maybe I'm wrong. No. Complete 3 islands to unlock that. Ooh, okay, so we've got a few different choices, but let's go for... It'd be nice if there was a thing which said this was easy. Let's just start up here. The bad news is the Vek are overrunning our island, putting refugees and historical artifacts at risk. The good news is that we have old Earth military artifacts that can help in the fight. Sounds good to me. So I think we have to land in either of these two. Now, you have to try and collect stars, and at the end of an island you get to use those stars to buy things, but you also have to make sure you don't run out of power, and things will hurt your power as you go through this game. So for the beginning we'll just go on with the pasture. We've got engineers working on 2 old Earth tanks in this region. They should be up and running shortly after you arrive. That's handy. And we can deploy anywhere in the light green, and these are the aliens that are invading. And we are in charge of defending all of the buildings and whatnot. And we do that in a various different ways, and you're gonna see that, and it will start to make sense a little bit later on. Confirm. Down we go. So essentially it's a puzzle game, and your job is to try and not allow buildings to be mashed. So what we can see here is we've got this guy is going to hurt this tank, this guy is going to do a big lob over the top and hurt this, and that one is going to do a big lob over there and hurt this guy. So we've got various different weapons which do various different things as well. So, for example, if we, with this tank, shoot this guy, I believe what happens is that he will get knocked backwards into this guy. I think. Yeah, let's try it. Which button fires? Hold on. Okay, I'm going to move him here, then I'm going to fire him there like that. Okay, I'm going to sit him exactly where he is, and I'm going to shoot him there like that. See? So this guy does a boom bloop, and the other one does a boom bloop bloop, beam straight line. So they kind of push the enemy. Now obviously here we don't want to get hurt, but I think we only have a punching device here, and also you don't want to stand in the woods, because if the woods catch fire you take damage, so be careful of woods. I think what would... Unfortunately, we can't quite make it because we are going to have to stand in the wood and punch this thing. Or we could just move somewhere else. Or we could stand on one of these squares and then they won't be able to come out of the ground. But that, I'm not sure whether that's a good thing or not. So let's just run down here and give this a walloping with our big hands. Stitch that. And that's killed that. So that's really good. And that's the end of our turn. I believe. Yeah. Enter. Done. Click the end turn button, wait for the enemies to pop up. Now because they've just popped up, they're not going to do very much damage straight away, so that's cool. Unfortunately, because of where they are, we can't... The best tactic is to push one of the bad guys onto one of the squares where they're coming out of. So this guy's giving a passive bonus, so we can just thump him, really. I think what I'm actually going to do is move there and then punch him that way. Sweet. And now with this guy, he fires in straight beams. So if we hit that one, it'll go doink and it'll disappear over there. However, if we actually want to kill it, we're going to need to do more than 1 point of damage. So if we shoot that there... Oh, that just moved it. I got it wrong, folks, which is something that happens when you've only played this game a little bit before you try YouTubing it. So what we're going to do then is... Let's just shoot him that way a little bit. I got that wrong. Hopefully we might get these tanks now. That would be handy. Ooh, spidery things. So now we've got a little bit of a problem because... Oh dear. We might have to allow a building to be hit, which is not really ideal. You see, the obvious thing to do is to shoot that, because it'll knock that one and they'll both take damage. Because we don't have these tanks yet. We don't want to lose a building. I'd rather take some damage to my guys than the building. So if we just drive over here, kill this one. Okay, no building damage, that's fine. With you, why don't we do that? He's not really going to be able to do anything, is he? Tell you what he can do. You can move there and then fire there. So that's freed this tank. Now that means he's going to take a point of damage, but it does mean that he's going to hit him, and so that's kind of good news. I think that's the end of the turn, because do we have... Oh, we can move the tanks. Okay, that's cool. That changes everything. They only have one bit of health, so let's just do that. In fact, I don't even think they did any damage, do they? They just move things. So let's go and do that. So yeah, so the old Earth tanks don't hurt the alien invaders, but they can move them. And quite a lot of the point of this game is moving things to different places. So now we've got no one taking any damage at all, because he's going to hit an empty square. He's defeated that one. That's going to hit an empty square, and somebody is going to appear here. Well, they're not going to appear. They're going to be blocked, but that's going to do a point of damage to that dude there. So that's a good turn. We'll end the turn. Cool. Double cool. Ouch! I was blocked. Oh no! Right. There's a lot of annoying things going on here. Okay, so... I mean, it seems like an obvious thing to do, but is it the right thing to do? Sometimes with these games, the obvious thing is not the correct thing. Running down there and shooting him that way, that was a good thing to do. We do need to move this guy. We need to move him in a way which makes him not a problem anymore. So like that, for example. So then no one's going to be taking any damage there. So now we're only left with these two fine fellas. Now, if we punch you like that, and then move him there and fire this there, I think that means no one's taking any damage. Yep. Wait. And so as you can see now, we don't have any more people coming up out of the ground, and we get victory in one turn. And that's basically because we have been able to defend the area for long enough. And because we haven't lost any buildings, we haven't lost any power, everything is very cool. That was like the perfect introduction to what this game is all about. It's like an adaptive puzzle where you have to try and save everyone even though you might not necessarily have enough resources. So that was very cool. We secured the region. Now I'm going to call that quits there. And I think I am going to just carry on playing this and make a little mini-series out of it, because it's a good giggle, and who doesn't want a 12-minute long episode? That sounds like a great idea. So next thing we will do, we'll probably go for the secondary archives, because that's got a little bit of power in it, because it's important to keep this as high as possible. This power level must be tip-top as possible. Reactor cores are something you can find on there. We'll probably spot some of those, and I will tell you about them when we find them. And then there is obviously this grid defense, which is affected by that, and the number of people saved, which is something which starts at 1,000 and then gradually goes down if you let them destroy buildings. It's great. I love this game. I think you're going to enjoy it. I know I'm going to enjoy making this series. Thank you very much for watching this one. I will do another one shortly, and yeah, see you again there. Take care now. Bye bye.